Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing the setup of week 2 in all of my planners. So this is the reading companion. Uh, I introduced this in my plan with me, but that's not being released until Wednesday. So a quick just kind of rundown of this is a Hobonichi A6 size, and I'm just updating that I read for the rest of this week. And what my next book is going to be. And then there's very minimal setup in this. It will probably be a continuous work in progress. But, anyways, this is so that I can make notes about what I am reading because sometimes I feel like even though I comprehend the stories and I understand what is going on, I don't always uh, tend to remember. I listen to everything on if it's an audiobook 2.5 speed, and uh yeah, sometimes I don't always remember the next day what I read before. Plus I have been wanting to go back to my roots as an English major to make notes about stuff that I am reading, but not a lot of notes. So I will be using these calendar spreads to mark what I was reading and how long it took me to read them. And a lot of the times I do have physical books that I am also reading, but they take me forever to finish. It took me 6 months to finish the second or third volume of Lore Olympus, not because I wasn't enjoying it, but just because I forgot I was reading it at some points. But yeah, so I am now going through and setting up the first page for Empire of Shadows, which will be for the Page Mages book club, which is run by Aaron Smith. Um, so yeah, I am looking. I guess I'm looking for a sticker, and I was looking at who wrote the book. That's what was going on. Okay, I did very minimal editing to some of this, so I was looking up a picture of the book to one save to my phone so that I could later print it out uh, on my Canon Ivy. And I'm just writing Empire of Shadows, which this is a very, very light blue. You can't really see it on camera, but you can see it in person. Um, so I'm just writing down the author's name, and I was gonna put it at the bottom, but I was like, nah, that's too far away. So, um, yeah, on the first page of these, I mark um, progress, format. Um, I really can't remember what else. Obviously, this is now. I'm there. Here we go. I'm flipping back, and then I'm like, oh yeah, let's do that. So, um, so I've got progress, format, which will be audiobook as well. Then I'm just making sure I didn't do anything else. I think on the back pages is where I'm going to put the book cover. Just because I do write the book title at the top. But yeah, so I think now I'm looking for stickers. Um, oh wait. Oh, I'm also going to mark that this is a Page Mages book of the month. And anyways, while I write that down, what I was going to say before I put my phone down in the video is that my desk is very, very, very close to my bed, and so I tend to use my bed as a work surface as well. So like if I look behind me right now, I have so much stuff. So yeah, I'm just I'm putting up my little journal, and I'm not going to use colored inks in this. I'm just going to use black. Right now, I'm trying to use up that Muji pen. Um, and now we're moving on to what I call my mini journal, which of course is my Amazon Hobonichi Weeks dupe, and I'm setting it up for the week. As you can see, again, this is one that I had already kind of set up, but I'm adding Empire of Shadows to what I'm reading, and Cat's Eye uh, finally released the studio version of Internet Girl. Some people aren't too happy with it. It is what it is. And then for groceries, I'm just adding in my G7 sensors, and I think I put Coke down. Did I put Coke down? I'm not going to stop and look back, but that's my shopping list for the week so far. And since then, I have added that I needed to call my diabetes doctor because I realized that I needed yet another refill. And now moving on to my wellness journal. Uh, so I'm trying to see like what all needs to be set up. So I'm adding in 10 carbs for my coffee every morning. That's to account for the caffeine, uh, maybe spiking my blood sugar. And what I was showing you right there, real quick, was that I had messed up uh, and put the wrong colors down. They look the same as last week's, but actually they are slightly different. And you will see that next week in my setup video. So now moving on to my Rosie planner. Um, I'm going to put in my to-dos, which uh, some are added over the week, but I'm doing my trash shot and weigh, which is what I normally do. So take trash to road, which I actually just did today, so I can go ahead and mark that off. Shot as in my Manjaro shot, and weigh as in weigh myself because I am on Manjaro. And then I added a reading thing down at the bottom, and I'm putting Empire of Shadows there too. And then I'm going in the kit, and I had already written down quite a few things uh, in boxes. And so I'm going to go ahead and put those down where they need to go, um, such as uh, litter and trash. As we know, I do that every Sunday. I scoop the litter boxes, I take the trash out, gather the rest of our trash, and I put it in our outside trash can. And I may or may not put it out at the road. I did today. They technically pick it up on Tuesdays, though. And then I have washed clothes because I help with laundry on the weekend. I would do it all. It's just if I'm not sitting in the living room where I can hear our dryer, sometimes I forget. And then I'm putting down a watching sticker because some of my shows that I watch with my mom start back this week, and so we will watch them on Friday and Saturday. And then I thought I was done, and then I remembered that I have some stickers hiding in another sticker book, I think. Because I'm looking at it now and I have those down, and I remembered pulling those. So, but I'm also just looking at like the script stickers to see if there's anything else that I want to use. And then here comes the sticker book. So on Tuesday, I have that the rookie and high potential will be starting back. So I'm just going to put that at the top. I tend to use that top portion there for either decoration or like if there's anything extra or somebody's birthday or something. Because as you can see on Friday, my best friend and her son have a birthday. And then I start putting down some blank boxes just in random places uh, so they can be utilized. And then on Thursday, I'm putting that the pit is starting, and I'm putting it closer down to the bottom so I can put some deco there. And now I'm going back to the kit and randomly putting down blank boxes. this must be where I actually, nope, there we go. I'm putting that one there just past the 8 o'clock mark. But as you can see, I'm trying to figure out different places it can go. I do end up putting it on Wednesday. Um, there is one day that's going to end up with two blank boxes, and I just realized that I could have put it on Tuesday, and um, but I'm not going to take it up. I'm just going to leave it as is. Uh, so yeah, so far I am really, really liking this planner. Even though I have like set up everything through July 1st. That doesn't mean anything until you get in and start using your planner. And um, I really enjoy this planner so far. It definitely helps. Then, like I said, there's technically 2 days that got blank boxes where I could have picked those up and put those on like picked one up and put it on Tuesday, and then done something else with that blank one. But I'm trying to use uh, these kits up as much as I can so that there isn't very much left at the end. Uh, so yeah, I then just I am taking some stickers off of this one and consolidating them over to another one, another page that had the full boxes, and then uh, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there are those starred checklist boxes that I could have or that I end up putting on here. They could have technically stayed on the page that they were, but I likely won't use most of those leftover scripts, so it will just be easier at the end of the week to just put whatever I want of those script stickers into my script sticker book and then move on. So that is that week, and then I had went through and basically figured out a better layout from the real rigid, uh, as you can see. So a lot of my, I think my layouts will go along a similar formula, but uh, I don't know that for a fact. Um, which, as we speak, I've already filmed week 3 setup just to kind of test out another layout which is similar to this one but not. So what I'm doing in the video is I'm going through and I'm updating my to-do list and adding in the weather, and I'm going to, if you heard that, I'm going ahead and putting on my to-do list for Monday to call my diabetes doctor about my refill. Okay. And then just to kind of go through what everything is. So I have a to-do list, my mood, the weather, uh, a 5 song playlist um, for the day. Uh, and then I put my prompt in, and my prompts are already there as well. And then I have something for diabetes, which is also marked in my little mini journal as well, just to kind of keep up with that. And then I have a space for journaling, and under tomorrow, I have space for one thing, and then a box for like something special I did that day, or like my work or my lunch, like I did in my Hobonichi, just whatever I want to do with those 3 boxes. And that's pretty much the same for every day of the week. Um, I really like this particular layout, and so for week 3, I've kind of mimicked it. Um, but it is going to be a little different because I'm changing where my prompt is with my journaling spot, just kind of playing around with stuff because I do like it sort of set up in a similar fashion. I just sometimes feel like I need more room, less room for certain things. But anyways, so yeah, I guess I can talk about the weather for this week. So last week it started off really, really, really cold, and then it warmed up like it normally does. And if you heard that, that was my coffee cup hitting um, my microphone, which it is 4:22 in the evening or in the afternoon, and I'm still drinking coffee. I will soon go pour that out. It's just in my Stanley, and it's still really, really warm. So, and I don't really put anything in my coffee that could go too terribly bad. So there's no real dairy in it, just Splenda um and almond milk creamer. So yeah, so it's warmed up, and now we're kind of like into like what would be fall-ish temperatures. But later this week it's supposed to warm up again to the 70s. And then but it's supposed to be really like it's supposed to be colder at night. And then I don't know about week 3 yet because I barely trust a 3-day forecast, but I'm just putting it in to put something. I'm in week 3 I'm going to write what it actually is. Just to keep it from being too too incorrect, because the thing that I have learned from living 37 years in Louisiana is that it can the weather can change in an instant. But yeah, that is my setup for week 2 of 2026. I hope everybody has a good day, and I really appreciate you hanging out and watching. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Just letting time run. Bye.